Let's get into the show. Let's get into the show. Y'all, if y'all don't mind, I want to do my video off camera tonight because I'm hella tired, okay? Thank y'all so much. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. We have a few topics. Not going to hold you guys long. Of course, everything said in this video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Thank you guys for all being here. All right. Thank you, mods. I see you guys in the building. Let's get into it. Of course, no, these guys who were on the island with Nolan Wells, so-called friends, sat down with Race Batum Tatum. You guys, this interview looks hella suspect and suspicious. But we're going to take a look at it because, child, I don't know why they keep doing interviews. Like, when there's an open investigation, everybody needs to just shut the hell up. But apparently they can't do that. So let's go ahead and chop through these damn lies. Shout out to Ask a Black Man. Nolan Wells' friends sit down with Officer Race Batum Tatum and discuss recently released phone call audio and their actions while on the boat. So let's get into what they're having to say because, yeah, let's go.
What is your thoughts on that phone call to Cito? Some people have gone out and done enhancements to the audio, and in doing that, created a transcript manually. It doesn't appear that the transcript was derived from an automated system or have any, in my opinion, real integrity with it. So what do you guys think about that audio?
Well, I can go ahead and say that as you posted that clip of all of us on the boat, as it's rolling, not rolling, but right there sitting in the water, Wyatt's on the phone with Cito in that clip. I mean, he's on the phone. Wouldn't you think that you would have seen Nolan on the bottom of on the floor or something, or scrambling around, or everybody in a small space on the boat looking at him or something? I mean, it's just so crazy to think that. Why would we call Cito?
What is your thoughts on that phone call?
We have a dead body on the boat. I mean, why would we call the Coast Guard? Why would we do the things we did if we know we killed somebody?
I think people, regardless of who it is going to believe what they want to hear. If they want to believe that my friends and I had something to do with Nolan dying, then they're going to believe that regardless of what you put out. But you put out, Brandon, that a clip of the boat when Wyatt was on the phone with Cito, and it is boldly clear that Nolan was not on the boat with us. You can literally almost see down to the deck. And as you can see in that picture, everybody is completely casual while Wyatt's on the phone with Cito. Yeah, we were scrambling around trying to get the boat fixed, but the guys were, in the video, you can see me, I'm sitting on the bow. If there was someone dying on the boat, why would everybody just be sitting there waiting to either get towed in or in the first place, like Jack said, why would Wyatt call?
We have a dead body.
It's crazy. The reason we turned down Coast Guard is, why would we call Coast Guard if Cito could pull us in? But we fixed the boat and we ran into Fort Bayou, and that's it. The Cito call was completely enhanced, and these people just want to believe what they want to hear. And that's exactly what they're doing. So it's just crazy to me that people have tried to twist this and twist the audio. When we came out with the first interview, it debunked half these lies, and now you don't hear about any of it. You don't hear about the pool party because it was on June 27th. You don't hear about anything else that was mentioned. Thousands of lies. And now, the audio comes back, and all of a sudden we can hear Nolan yelling in the background, screaming, we're screaming about how he's dead. That's just a complete lie. And it's another lie to push this narrative that people don't want to turn down. It's insane to me.
First of all, with respect to Warren, if you just murdered your best friend on an island, the dumbest thing you could do would be to call the Coast Guard, to call a federal law enforcement agency and tell them, hey, can you guys go out and check out this island and look for Nolan Wells? Well, that's exactly what Warren did. Warren called the Coast Guard. And that is one of many very compelling facts. He got back and he called the Coast Guard. Does that sound like a guilty man to you? All right. Now, these are all American young men, incredible young men. And they did a lot more than just that. I won't go through all of it now, but they did a lot of heroic things after the fact. And they did the best they could. And they tried for their dear friend. All of their actions are the actions of innocent men, not guilty men. And again, they are categorically, completely, and totally innocent. The dumbest thing you could do would be to call the Coast Guard. To call a federal law enforcement agency and tell them, hey, can you guys go out and check out this island and look for Nolan Wells? Well, that's exactly what Warren did. Warren called the Coast Guard.
Do y'all buy any of this bullshit? Now I'm gonna go back because I want y'all to
We have a dead.
What is your thought?
Bullshit. Again, why are y'all still fucking doing interviews? And why? And Warren, if you sitting up saying that it doesn't matter what we say, people are going to believe what they want to believe. So why keep doing fucking interviews? Let the investigation do what it's doing. Let the federal investigators do what they're doing. Let the DA do what they're doing, and everybody that's involved in doing this. Why are y'all keep doing interviews trying to convince other people otherwise? Right? Audios. I feel like those are y'all voices on there. I've seen videos. Hell, I saw a video today on TikTok where it looked like Nolan's arm or somebody's foot might have gone up on the boat while y'all saying if we killed somebody, then wouldn't someone be laying on the floorboard of the boat? Well, I did see that. I saw that. I could actually pull it up right now. But let's hear what they had to say again, because I feel like you guys have rehearsed this entire interview. I feel like every interview that they've done with Race Batum Tatum have been rehearsed. I think he's given them the questions prior. He already said that he liked them, and they've already said they've been watching him for years and they like him as well. I feel like this is a conflict of interest with this interview. Why y'all didn't let Nancy Grace interview y'all? Right? Why not let Nancy Grace interview y'all? Oh, y'all know better than to sit with Nancy Grace because she gonna pick through the motherfucking lies. So y'all want to sit here with somebody who you know is on your side is gonna ask you questions that you guys already rehearsed. And I don't believe none of this bullshit. And I'm just going to say it right now. So let's play it again of what they had to say. Mr. Warren, people are gonna believe what they want to believe. Right. So what y'all still sitting here for?
On that phone call to Cito. Some people have gone out and done enhancements to the audio, and in doing that, created a transcript manually. It doesn't appear that the transcript was derived from an automated system or have any, in my opinion, real integrity with it. So what do you guys think about that audio?
Well, I can go ahead and say that as you posted that clip of all of us on the boat, as it's rolling, not rolling, but right there sitting in the water, Wyatt's on the phone with Cito in that clip. I mean, he's on the phone. Wouldn't you think that you would have seen Nolan on the bottom of on the floor or something, or scrambling around, or everybody in a small space on the boat looking at him or something? I mean, it's just so crazy to think that. Why would we call Cito?
What is your thoughts on that?
What's the reason for Bart saying that he wasn't even there and he hadn't even been to that city in over a year when clearly he was called out on that same video? Why y'all didn't explain that? Why didn't you ask that question, Officer Race Batum Tatum? Right? Because I know what our eyes heard. So now they're trying to say that the audio was enhanced, that the things that were said in the audio was not what was happening on the boat. I don't believe that for 1 second. But let's keep going.
Dead body on the boat. I mean, why would we call the Coast Guard? Why would we do the things we did if we know we killed somebody?
I think people, regardless of who it is going to believe what they want to hear. If they want to believe that my friends and I had something to do with Nolan dying, then they're going to believe that regardless of what you put out. But you put out, Brandon, that a clip of the boat when Wyatt was on the phone with Cito, and it is boldly clear that Nolan was not on the boat with us. You can literally almost see down to the deck. And as you can see in that picture, everybody is completely casual while Wyatt's on the phone with Cito. Yeah, we were scrambling around trying to get the boat fixed, but the guys were, in the video, you can see me, I'm sitting on the bow. If there was someone dying on the boat, why would everybody just be sitting there waiting to either get towed in, or in the first place, like Jack said, why would Wyatt call?
We have a dead body on.
It's crazy. The reason we turned down Coast Guard is, why would we call Coast Guard if Cito could pull us in? But we fixed the boat.
But you had already called the Coast Guard. So like you said, if y'all could fix the boat and y'all already had other accommodations, then why even bother Cito? Y'all were on the phone with Cito for quite some time. So why weren't you guys there? Cito said they never even came out. So why did y'all cancel Cito if you guys were in such a panic and that's who you originally called? Because obviously you needed them. That's why you called them. So let's continue. Because Grandpa said there was nothing wrong with the boat, right? Wyatt's grandfather said that there was nothing wrong with the boat. We've already heard that. Child.
And we ran into Fort Bayou, and that's it. The Cito call was completely enhanced, and these people just want to believe what they want to hear. And that's exactly what they're doing. So it's just crazy to me that people have tried to twist this and twist the audio. When we came out with the first interview, it debunked half these lies, and now you don't hear about any of it. You don't hear about the pool party because it was on June 27th. You don't hear about anything else that was mentioned.
Oh, so y'all watching social media now to see what people are saying about you guys. And listen to him. We don't hear any of that. You don't hear any of that. Now, how do you know what's being said out there? You guys are combing the internet to see what people are saying so y'all can go back and do interviews and debunk what other people are saying so y'all don't look guilty. That's what you're doing. They are listening to every fucking video out there. I promise you they watching.
Thousands of lies. And now, the audio comes back and all of a sudden we can hear Nolan yelling in the background, screaming, we're screaming about how he's dead. That's just a complete lie. And it's another lie to push this narrative that people don't want to turn down. It's insane to me.
First of all, with respect to Warren, if you just murdered your best friend on an island, the dumbest...
It's crazy.
I don't believe nothing they're saying. Sorry.
The dumbest thing you could do would be to call the Coast Guard. To call a federal law enforcement agency and tell them.
But they did call them and cancel it. Maybe because they realized what they did. Right? I don't think shit was wrong with the fucking boat. Because if you saying that there was water all up by the battery and the boat wouldn't go at all to where y'all needed someone to tow the boat, and then just out of the blue, the boat is just like flying across the damn ocean. You said y'all were going 40, 45 miles per hour just out of nowhere. So how do y'all go from having to be towed to y'all driving the boat back to the damn island? And then the grandfather of Wyatt, whenever he called, because it was his boat, Jerry Atkinson, I remember the name. Jerry Atkinson is the man who owns the boat. The grandfather of Wyatt said that there was no emergency with the boat. So explain that. And then what's pissing me off is Race Tatum ain't asking all the questions that's connected to this. You're sitting back watching social media and everything is being said, but you're not asking these boys these questions. It's a one-sided
Can you guys go out and check out this island and look for Nolan'S? Well, that's exactly what Warren did. Warren called the Coast Guard. And that is one of many very compelling facts. He got back and he called the Coast Guard. Does that sound like a guilty man to you? Mm-hmm. Right. Now, these are all American young men, incredible young men. And they did a lot more than just that. I won't go through all of it now, but they did a lot of heroic things after the fact. And they did the best they could. And they tried for their dear friend. All of their actions are the actions of innocent men, not guilty men. And again, they are categorically, completely, and totally innocent. The dumbest thing you could do would be to call the Coast Guard. To call a federal law enforcement agency and tell them, hey, can you guys go out and check out this island and look for Nolan'S? Well, that's exactly what Warren did. Warren called the Coast Guard. And that is one of many very compelling facts. He got back and he called the Coast Guard. Does that sound like a guilty man to you?
Absolutely.
Right, now, these are all American young men, incredible young men.
You don't give a hot damn if they was from Russia. Bottom line is y'all asses look guilty. Every one of y'all, especially Warren. We all know that you guys have been prepped. Y'all have, listen, first of all, Warren, your mom is a judge. So we already know she prepped you for this interview, right? We also heard that watch that you're wearing, that same watch that you wore when you originally interviewed with Race Tatum had some type of recording device where you're recording all of these fucking interviews anyway. I don't believe shit y'all saying on here. Every one of them look guilty. Every one of them look guilty. Body language, all of it. If you guys did nothing and Warren and Nolan was your friend, why y'all didn't go and pay your respects to this boy's funeral and say, fuck what everybody else got to say, like you're doing now? You're sitting up boldly doing interviews, but you didn't step foot in that damn funeral to show your face and pay any respects to your friend. You didn't go up to his mom and say, listen, I'm sorry that this happened to Nolan. We are just as heartbroken. You didn't do none of that shit. You ain't send no flowers. You ain't send no cards. Y'all didn't do a motherfucking thing except go home and delete, post, and deactivate your fucking accounts. Every one of y'all look guilty. All of the evidence, I'm just saying, in my opinion, make you guys look like y'all had something to do with it, or you know something that you're not saying and you're not telling on somebody who might have done something that you may know about and or may have seen, because now all of you guys are going to be in trouble. And it's all it's going to take is for one person to talk. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Everybody's going to keep applying pressure. That's why they want people to shut up. That's why they lawyering up and trying to make it's a scare tactic to make people be quiet, to say you're going to sue people for giving their opinion that constitutionally we are required to do. So at the end of the day, we're going to keep applying pressure because all it takes is for one person to break and slip up and say the right thing. Y'all keep doing interviews. I was saying before, y'all need to shut the fuck up. But now I feel like y'all should keep talking, even though it's rehearsed, because your body language, everything about it shows that you guys are full of shit. Look at how they're all sitting with their hands placed. You can't tell me that this is not an orchestrated interview. How they were told to sit, how they were told to respond, how they were told to look in this interview. Make sure you give eye contact, because when you're looking down, it makes it look like you're lying. Look at all of them. Look at their hands and how they're placed. All of this shit is orchestrated. I don't believe nothing.
And they did a lot more than just that. I won't go through all of it now, but they did a lot of heroic things after the fact, and they did the best they could.
The only fucking thing y'all did after that was hold on to Nolan's phone, and y'all wouldn't have turned that fucking phone in unless those people came to their house to get it. And they had to come there 8 people deep, according to what Javon's mother said. Why y'all didn't go to Nolan's mom's house and say, since you called her and found out that she hadn't heard from her son, and how the fuck she gonna hear from him if y'all got his phone? The first thing you should have done was taken his phone to his mom and said, Nolan decided to stay behind on the island just in case he decides to call or there's an emergency. Here's his phone and here's his keys. Why did y'all keep his shit in on the from the boat and then onto Wyatt's truck? I think it was said. Why did they have to come there 8 people deep and then and aggressively ask for the phone? She said they asked multiple times, and it took y'all 15 to 20 minutes to go outside to the fucking truck and bring the phone back. Why is that? And now Nolan's mom said that there's nothing on his fucking phone. Y'all did some shit, allegedly. And in my motherfucking opinion, I don't believe none of this shit. But let's move along. Race Batum Tatum, you look stupid as hell sitting your crusty, wide-faced ass up here. We can't even call you officer no more because you ain't even no fucking officer. I don't even know why you holding on to the title like D.L. Hughley told you, nigga. You couldn't even be an officer, right? And still out here holding on to a title that you didn't even damn earn. You can't even be a damn security guard no more, sitting up here. And you're not no good interviewer either, in my fucking opinion. Let me interview their asses. I bet you I'll crack this case. They won't sit with me because I have every fucking question everybody want to ask y'all asses. But let's move along. Let's get into Kandi Burruss, because she is firing back at the mean girl rumors and called out the real bullies. Now, as you guys know, on this past reunion, on the first actual episode of, or part 1 rather, of the reunion, it was said that K. Michelle made a name for Kandi Burruss and her friends, which would have been Rashida. And I want to say she's calling them mean girls. So Kandi is speaking out because this is not the first time Kandi's been called a mean girl. Y'all know Tamar recently called Kandi a mean girl as well when they had their disagreement at some type of award ceremony where Tamar tried to hug Kandi. Kandi rolled her eyes and kind of dismissed her. So, of course, Tamar went on a platform and called Kandi a mean girl and said all types of things about her. Kandi fired back, calling her a bitch and da-da-da-da-da. Y'all know we covered it here. But let's get into what Kandi had to say. Shout out to the Jasmine.
I feel like people are starting to make this thing that I'm a mean girl. And my thoughts to that are the people who have perpetuated that I'm a mean girl are mean girls. Like, how y'all gonna let somebody who publicly be talking crazy about me left and right, or dogging me, like how y'all gonna let that's giving bully energy, right? How you gonna let them? She's not the only one. Like, the person in the
we don't have to say their name, but we know.
We won't say their name. But even it's been others who try to give like I'm a mean girl. I'm like, but the ones who are saying that are mean girls.
Yeah.
Like, we have like literally camera footage of them being mean girls.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
And what I see you doing is not being a mean girl. What I see is you setting boundaries for yourself. And you saying, I'm not going to accept this behavior. I'm not going to accept you treating me some type of way. It's a boundary being set. And with boundaries being set, that means you're not going to like it.
Yeah.
It's not for you to feel comfortable. It's for me to feel comfortable.
You're right.
So I'm setting them, and it's making you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So that's how I view it.
As long as I was on the show, I probably was the only housewife that didn't have the camera roll back on them. So you can never, 14 years of you see me standing on truth, standing on facts, all them years, but somehow people be like, oh, I know she had to be lying about that. Why?
Right.
Like, it's so many things that I've told the truth about that are uncomfortable for other people. Why y'all just want me to, just because it may be your fave or whatever, you want to try to make me wrong in a situation, which is fine, because when I am wrong, I don't care how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so there you heard Kandi. She said she ain't about to be she ain't about to be changing shit for nobody, and that's just how she feels. And if people want to feel like she's a mean girl, so be it. She's setting boundaries, and she's not allowing people to continue to play in her face and run over her. So I respect it. Let's move on, though. Okay. We all know who she's talking about, though, when she didn't want to say the name, because she said she wasn't giving Tamar any more clout. We know she was referring to Tamar because she's the initial person who came out to call Kandi a mean girl. So let's move on. Now let's get into Porsha, because Porsha is sitting on a platform, child, and people are just like, listen, girl. A lot of people saying Porsha is full of shit for this particular interview right here. So she says, finding yourself. Let's go ahead and share so y'all can see with me. Why everybody want to be doing interviews now? They done pissed me off with this Nolan'S damn interview with these boys. I'm trying to come down from that little high because, baby, I'm ready to windmill on somebody's ass behind that one. But Earn Your Leisure, shout out to them. It said, defining yourself after divorce led Porsha to start a luxury hair company. Child, let's get into this bullshit with Porsha. Y'all ready? Let's go.
I work best when I'm being authentically myself, okay? I cannot sell you anything that I don't believe in. And so I was like, you know what, going through divorce, I'm changing my hair. Our hair is an extension of us as women, Black women, whatever you are, it's an extension of who we are. It's how we express ourselves. And I was using it to move through finding myself again after the divorce. Curly hair, oh, I'm fun, a bob, I'm business Porsha. It was me identifying myself. I said, well, if it's empowering to me, I can use this same product to empower other women. And I started to, do research and figure out a way to get into the hair industry. And I realized, I said, you know what? If I have a story, so the brand was me, the story was going through a divorce, now I'm starting a hair company, and the business now makes me an owner is Go Naked. And that's when I decided, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put 100% into it. As a celebrity, I'm going to put myself in front of this brand and I'm going to push it. But I think a lot of people, when they have social media, they're all about growing their followers, etc. And they don't think about, how you need to turn that. Because at the end of the day, us as women, Black women, we need to have our hands in all kinds of business opportunities in order to make money, in order to have generational wealth. And I realized that if I'm going to be on this TV, I don't know how long it's going to last, but if I'm being on this TV, I want to make sure that if it ends tomorrow, I am set up and my future is set up, and I am, in alignment with generational wealth. So that's really how it happened for me. I work best.
I respect that, but also understand it in business. You got to spend money to make money. So you don't be like Pinky Cole out here opening up too many damn businesses and get caught up in having to file for bankruptcy because you are overspending and you're putting out more than you're bringing in. So that's some tea there. Because Porsha, I know you got your Go Naked hair, you got your bed sheets, you got something else going on as well. I forget. But and all of that's great. Not to say that a person can't start a business or maybe manage. You want to be very mindful of how many businesses you try to open up, because you still got to spend the money to buy the product in order to sell the product. It's got to come from somewhere. So you don't want to overextend. In addition to all of the debt that Simon has left behind in said house, that you also got to catch up, because there's several liens that you still got to pay off up to almost $200,000 or so. And let's not forget about the taxes and all of that shit that you got coming up. So Porsha got a lot of money that's getting ready to come out here very, very soon, before February of 2027, I was reading. So I don't know if this whole Simon giving this quick deed was a whole flex for her, because yes, she did get 1.5 mil, but are you going to spend that on deeds and taxes and all of that shit? Because now you are the sole owner of said property. And Simon set it up that way through his attorneys, because he told him, I'm not paying shit. And the attorneys were supposed to be paid. So Simon said, hey, just put a lien on the house. He knows exactly what he's doing, right? He knows he can't come back to the U.S. So he got Porsha in a very sticky situation. So a lot of this money that you're making, my love, you get ready to kick out in order, if you're trying to keep this house. The best thing that I would have done, or that I will do now that I have the deed, if I were her, is to sell this fucking house, give Simon his part of the equity that she's supposed to give him per the prenup, and get the fuck on from this house, because you still got to pay for maintenance. I hear the maintenance is $5,000 a month. Porsha's going to be spending to the tune of almost $30,000 to $40,000 a month to maintain that house. And we're not even talking about the fucking taxes a year. So, girl, I would get the hell out that house, because ultimately it was supposed to be you and Simon paying for this house. But now that he's gone, I don't feel that Porsha can afford this house primarily by herself. I just don't. So sell this house, split that equity, move into something else that's more affordable. You don't really need a $9 million house just for you and your daughter. Like, you just don't. But shout out to Porsha, moving right along. All right. Yeah, that Simon knew exactly what he was doing. Don't forget, he is a shyster, honey. He is a shyster. So what looks good sometimes is not all. The grass is not always as green as you think it is. Porsha is sitting on a lot of debt with that house, and Simon knew exactly what the fuck he was doing. All right, let's move along. Kelly tries to make peace, but the reunion erupts, child. Kelly's doing the fucking most. I'm sick of her this season already. So K. Michelle is beefing with the other sulfur. So how is she listening to them? Let's get into it. I think this is what's going to happen on part 2 of the reunion. All right.
I hate to see both of you going back and forth.
Okay.
I don't think that you should allow the noise from the other sofa to pour into the relationship that y'all have already built.
Stop with the noise.
There's no accountability if I've ever seen it.
Back to the noise. Okay, very good. Okay, Kelly, you should just speak to Kay and Shamia. And
I will.
Leave them out of it.
My decision and us getting into it, there was no one else there but us.
Okay,
so it
fine.
had nothing to do.
All right.
It
Okay.
had nothing to do with
Okay,
fighting
stop.
on yours.
Stop.
Fraud, though.
Stop.
Where you live at, Kelly?
Okay.
Are you homeless, baby?
Not at all,
Are
baby.
you homeless? You
I'm
fried
not
chicken out
homeless at
Shamia
all.
house.
Is that all you got about Shamia house?
That's a lot. No, you're about to lose your restaurant. The one Drew didn't visit.
Who told you that?
The one Drew did.
Damn, y'all hear that? So she already lost one chicken and waffles. Now they're saying that she's about to lose the other damn restaurant, the one that Drew didn't visit. Damn, Angela.
I hate to see both of you going back and forth.
Okay.
I don't think that you should allow the noise from the other sofa to pour into the relationship that y'all have already built.
Stop with the noise. There's no accountability if I've ever seen it.
All right, let's move on. Because, child, they seem to be very bothered. They be really checking for what the other person is doing, I swear. And Kelly, you're probably not the person to be trying to be on the kumbaya with everybody, because you started a lot of shit this season. You've had a lot to say with Porsha, and now you're trying to be out here, oh, everyone should get along. We should not. Girl, no. You have come for Drew. You have come for Porsha. You have come for a lot of people on this show this season, right? Trying to be Shamia's lapdog, and your ass looks stupid in the process. Misset the standard. You ain't set no damn standards. You ain't set no standards. But let's move along to the next clip. Y'all keep commenting, okay? And let's keep it respectful. Because I got my eye on somebody in the comments. I really hope y'all are not trying to be acting a fool in here tonight, because I don't want to have to put nobody in time out now. Y'all act right. Act right, okay? Everybody's entitled to their own opinions, but please respect the house. Let's get into it. No Chaser TV. Kelly tells Phaedra that she was bothered by her never asking about the married pastor allegations, and instead automatically believing Porsha's claims. Oh, girl, let's get into this. This sounds a little juicy. This is going to be on part 2 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion as well. Let's go.
It's become clear that the person in question is actually someone that you know, maybe a client of yours, Phaedra, right?
Correct.
And so,
how convenient is that for that person to be Phaedra's friend or Phaedra's
can I ask you a question?
Attorney-client privilege, right?
Kelly Potter from Atlanta wants to know, Phaedra, why do you feel the need to protect a cheating man's infidelities? Does that really and truly protect a family or your lies?
Okay, first of all, this is a client. I'm a member of the bar. Me and my client have absolutely no issues. I didn't bring it up.
But Phaedra, I'm your client. And the fact, let me tell you something, Phaedra. You never actually sat down and asked me anything about this alleged person of who it is. And I'm bothered by that. I done went to your house several times. We done talked several times. You never say, well, Kelly, is it something I need to know? You just insinuated and took on facts, information, and took it for what it is. As your friend, I would have looked at you as a big sister to say, well, Kelly, I just want you to know, is this true? Could this be true? You never asked me.
It has become clear.
Well, with all due respect, Kelly, you went to Phaedra's house to talk business about your attorney situation with her representing you as your attorney. So I don't feel like it's fitting and proper for her to be speaking on some shit that don't have nothing to do with your case, because that's what you went there primarily for. If you dare to talk about a case where she's obviously representing you for free because you ain't got no fucking money, right? She did that as a favor to you, and she actually won in court for you, I read. So the last thing she probably wanted to talk about was your personal business of you sleeping with a pastor, because that's kind of irrelevant right now when she's trying to gather the facts for you guys to go into court and win this situation. So I don't know why you expected Phaedra to go outside of her professionalism to ask you about something that had absolutely nothing to do with why you were originally there in the first damn place. Okay, so I'm on Phaedra's side with this one. She represented you for free, bitch, and you should absolutely appreciate that. She don't have to ask you anything about that. Phaedra don't have to ask you shit about your personal life. And if you're that bothered by it, you still talking about it. I don't hear anyone else talking about this married pastor situation, and you seem to be still bothered about a situation you said that never was a situation. So if everyone else has moved on, not sure why you're still regurgitating that bullshit. It's like a dog going back to the vomit. Girl, let it go. All right.
That the person in question is actually someone that you know, maybe a client of yours, Phaedra, right?
Correct.
And so,
how convenient is that for that person to be Phaedra's friend or Phaedra's
can I ask you a question?
Attorney-client privilege, right?
Kelly Potter from Atlanta wants to know, Phaedra, why do you feel the need to protect a cheating man's infidelities? Does that really and truly protect a family or your lies?
Okay, first of all, this is a client. I'm a member of the bar. Me and my client have absolutely no issues. I didn't bring it up.
But Phaedra, I'm your client. And the fact, let me tell you something, Phaedra. You never actually sat down and asked me anything about this alleged person of who it is. And I'm bothered by that. I done went to your house several times. We done talked several times. You never say, well, Kelly, is it something I need to know? You just insinuated and took on facts, information, and took it for what it is. As your friend, I would have looked at you as a big sister to say, well, Kelly, I just want you to know, is this true? Could this be true? You never asked me.
It is.
But respectfully, Phaedra did say on the show that she did know who the fuck the person was, and she ain't getting ready to be saying that name because she don't want to be attached to that, right? So if she's cool with said person who is alleged to have slept with Kelly, it would be remiss of her to come on the show and blurt that person's name out to out them when it's really none of her business like that, right? Then that would cause friction between Phaedra and said person. So respectfully, she wasn't trying to get into it like that. She just made it known that she absolutely knows who this person is. So yeah, we've known Phaedra to lie a time or two, but do I feel like she was lying in that moment? Probably not. Okay, let's move along. Y'all can sound off on that one. All right, was that my last one? Yeah, it was. Okay, yeah, I told y'all this was a quick pop in. What do y'all think? Please sound off on what you guys feel about the Race Batum Tatum interview with the guys who was on the boat with Nolan'S. Also, let me know what you guys feel about Kandi speaking out about people calling her a mean girl. K. Michelle and Tamar to be exact. Okay, let me know what y'all think about Porsha's interview where she says that she is definitely starting her businesses because she doesn't know how long this show is going to be. Real Housewives of Atlanta, and trying to give some insight on just business and why she's moving the way she's moving. Let me know what y'all think about that. Also, let me know what y'all think about Kelly trying to make peace at the reunion and the girls turning it back around on her and letting her know and reminding her ass, girl, you can't give no peace between the girls when you started shit this whole entire season. And I agree, because Kelly, you have attacked a lot of people this season. Okay. And also let me know what you guys feel about Kelly coming for Phaedra and asking her and saying that she was bothered about Phaedra not sticking up for her when the allegations about Kelly sleeping with the married pastor. Again, it's not Phaedra's place to take up for you like that. That's what Shamia's there for. That's your lapdog. That's who should have been doing all the talking. Phaedra's job was to represent you in court. So y'all let me know what y'all think. All right. Those are all the topics that we have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Okay. Y'all hope y'all enjoyed this video. Piece of tea. Y'all, please don't forget to like the video. Thank you so much to my top flight mods for coming in. Y'all do such a good job. All right. My mods they are really hype. I love them. All right. So thank y'all, Tiffany Thomas, Rose Armstead, and True TV Podcast. Y'all do an awesome job. Thank y'all so much for working so hard. And also thank you to any content creators that joined this live as well. And of course, all my Caramelians. Y'all know I love y'all down. Please do not forget to tap on that like button, hype up this video as well. Also, don't forget to check us out on our backup channel in the Rails world and all publications under Caramel Rail. Okay, I'm everywhere, child. Facebook under the Caramel Rail Show. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. And of course on YouTube on both channels. So y'all can check me out everywhere. I'm not on Snapchat yet. I don't know if I want to get a Snapchat because that's just one more thing for me to have to manage. But you guys can find me anywhere. All right. So thank you guys. Love you guys down. Until the next one. Bye.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign. A sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign. A sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign. A sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign. A sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions, each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign. A sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign. A sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit. I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss, see. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python. Grab what I like real fast, choke until I have everything I attack. Everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind, you know I'll always manifest it.